But what's it going to be like for business owners moving forwards next 5 years? Because I feel like new startups right now are going to absolutely crush. Because like you said, ground up AI implementation. But older businesses, 10, 15, 20-year-old businesses to implement AI, big investment. What's it going to look like?
That's going to be the tough one, right? The concept of a moat, you could have a moat because your brand was really strong. You could have a moat because your technology has been developed for the last 20 years. Like in the age of the internet, it's like, well, you've just been developing for so long. You've just built all these amazing features. You've got all these customers. That was a moat. Nowadays, it's like if you don't adapt, someone can eat your lunch so quick. Like it used to take, it's going to be 5 years until they get to this tech level. Now it's like, well, it can be 6 months. And so you see companies that are going from like nothing to $1 billion valuation in 2 years. Like that trajectory is just getting sharper and sharper and sharper. They can disrupt you quicker and quicker and quicker. So if you don't adapt, if you don't bring in AI into your business, most obvious one I always see is like people have huge teams for support. They have huge offshore teams for like basic admin roles, basic tasks. Like we're too busy to implement AI. Sure, that's fine. That's not a problem. But someone else is going to come along and they're just going to start taking your market share. And then when you do adapt, it'll be like the whole Blockbuster thing. It's too late. The other person has velocity now. They've got customers. So I think the big challenge is people recognizing very early on, and I've spoken to some absolute huge businesses that are like, we're taking a big part of our team, we're like fully enclosed sector here, we're going to disrupt ourselves. That's how everyone should be thinking.
I love that.
I'm going to disrupt my entire business model with a tiny team using AI.
I love that.
Right? That shouldn't be like a negative. As an entrepreneur, that should be like something that's exciting. You almost get to go back to the startup and be like, let's try something scrappy and exciting. You can, and if you've got the blessing in the big business to do that, that's when those amazing results can happen.